Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Junhan. Today I'll be showing you the process of what you should do when you come across a flat tire like this and you can't go to any workshop and you have no choice but to change to a spare tire. It's going to be a step-by-step guide for beginners and I'm going to teach you the process from A to Z, so hopefully by the end of this video, you learn how to do it by yourself. Without further ado, let's start with the first step. The first thing you need to do if you discover a flat tire is to park somewhere safe on the roadside, free from traffic, and make sure oncoming cars can see you. And you also want to make sure that you park your car on a fairly level surface and not an incline. Next thing you want to do is put your car into park and pull the handbrake up, because you definitely do not want your car to move when you are changing your tire. Then you want to turn on your hazard lights so that road users will know that you have some issue with your car, and especially at night. Next, you want to look for your spare tire and jack, which would usually be under your boot here and also underneath here. So I lift this up, down there. Okay, so from here you have your jack, which we will need, and we need this L socket leverage thing as well. And I need this as well because my car has locking nuts, which I'll explain more later. If you can't find your car jack under the car seat, don't panic, because for some cars it's usually located under the passenger seat, right under here. Press these two to pull this cover off, and voila, there it is, the jack. And then it's time to take the spare tire out. Just have to rotate this anti-clockwise to loosen it up. There you go. Put this aside, and then you just want to lift this up. Now it's quite heavy for some, especially ladies, but slowly. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to do it. Pick it up, put it down. Oops. If you can't find your spare tire under your boot, you do have to panic as well, because for some cars like this Avanza right here, it's located under the bumper right here, and which has a metal frame which is holding it in place. So in order to lower this thing down, you have a bolt here. All you got to do is to loosen it up, and then this whole metal bracket comes down and you can remove the tire from there. And now you have everything here. The next thing you want to do is to jack the whole car up. Just before you jack the car up, the first thing you need to do is to loosen up these nuts while the tire is on the ground, because if the tire is on the air and you try to loosen up these nuts, the whole tire will rotate, so yeah, it won't work. Normally you would just use this, you slide this into the nut and you just rotate, but because I've changed the wheel and also the nuts as well, so the size is different from the original one, so I have to use this one right here. So you slide this in and then put it in there, and then now you loosen it. Okay, here comes the hardest part, or the part I would say requires the most energy, because the nuts are usually very tight. So what you're gonna do now is to take this out. You're gonna put it horizontally on the left side, just like that, like this, so that you can step on top and push it down using a body weight. Either that, or if you have a long tube, you're just gonna slide it in here to increase the leverage. So now it's much longer, so when you push it down, it uses less force, but it applies the same amount of torque. I've successfully loosened these three nuts. Now this nut here is different because my car uses a lock nut. So what happens is, if you look here, the pattern here is different from this tree. So it has a star shape, and it comes with a specialized lock key, which has the same shape as well. So it fits right in, and then you do the same thing. Just put this in, put this in, and then you loosen it up. Once you've done loosening all these four, now it's time to jack the car up. The jack mounting point is usually located under here, either this side, or if it's for the back, it'll be that side. Go down and take a look. You can see this piece which goes all the way to the back. Yep, that's the one where you want to put. So you're gonna put the jack here on this piece here, sticking out. The piece that is sticking out has to go onto this. So just slide this in and just rotate it clockwise. You start to expand. Just like that. At one point, you start to find it hard to rotate this jack. So that's when you use this. You slide it across the holes, and then after that, use this. There's a hole here. You just fit it inside. And then all you gotta do now is just rotate this way. Once you have jacked your car all the way up until the tyre lifts off the ground just by a little is enough, and then you can continue removing the nuts off the wheel. And now you can remove the tyre. If you find it hard to take the tyre off, you can just give a kick here or give a push here for it to come off. Just like that. Then you remove it. Once you have removed the flat tyre, you can proceed to put the spare tyre in. So what you're going to do now is you're going to make sure that you align two of these holes to two of the bolts here. Then you're going to put one of the feet here to stay in place and pull back the nuts. Now you're going to tighten these 4 nuts just enough, not too tight, before putting the car back down, and then only you fully tighten these 4. Spare tyres in. Now it's time to lower the jack and remove it. Now the same thing is just in reverse and rotating it anti-clockwise. Just like that. Slide it out. And the same process in tightening the nuts. Either you use a long pole for leverage, or you can use your body weight to push it. Forgot to mention, when you're tightening the nuts, you're going to do it in a star-shaped pattern. So from here, you go to here, so it's diagonally opposing each other. And then from here, you go to here. So you tighten 1, 2, 3, 4. This is to make sure that the tyre sits flat onto the hub. This time, you're going to put it horizontally on the right side. Previously, it was on the left. And just like that, we are done with the spare tyre install. Bear in mind, this spare tyre is only temporarily used, so you can't use it for long distance. You got to go to the nearest workshop as soon as possible to get it replaced with a new one. And if I'm not mistaken, there's a speed limit for this as well, so you can't travel like you normally can with a normal tyre. Yeah. And that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys find it informative, helpful. Maybe one day if you come across a flat tyre, you can watch this video as a reference. I'll leave a timestamp down below of the steps, so that let's say if you are struggling with removing the nuts, if it's too tight, or you want to remove the tyre, everything I'll leave it down below so you can just skip and go straight to it. And if you have any questions regarding changing the flat tyre, feel free to leave it down in the comment section below and I'll be happy to reply it. With that said, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.